welcome to the newest channel in the Oscoey lineup, Cozy Oscoey. This is our very first video, and I will probably post it on both Cozy Oscoey and Oscoey. But welcome to the channel. This channel is going to be all about our cozy hobbies and the things that we're working on as far as learning new things and that sort of thing. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to Oscoey, or our new channel, Cozy Oscoey, which is, I think, at Cozy Oscoey Hobbies. I may change that, but for now, that's how you can find us on YouTube. Our Instagram, of course, is Oscoey Zamph. It's OSCOEYZAMPH. I just thought I would film a little bit of an update. And full disclosure, I've filmed this, I don't know, I might film this a couple times because I tend to ramble, and I want to be as succinct as possible, but, you know, the shop has not been open for quite some time, and that's because not last spring, but the spring before last, in 2023, we moved. We moved to like a very, very tiny small house, and our move was very slow. Basically, we moved from our house that we had to a house that was it's still my mom's house. And that was to move closer to school, and we weren't really able to fully move out of our house because we had family living there during a tough time, and so it was really chaotic. And you know, it was nice to be in a place that's, you know, 5 minutes from school, close to work, all that kind of stuff, but also it was chaos for quite a long time, like a year and a half. And we have, since this summer 2025, we moved again. We moved a lot farther north, out of our kind of home area, comfort zone, where both my husband and I grew up. So it's been a little bit of a change, and we still are not fully moved up here because it was a long distance to move, and we kind of did it all last minute. It wasn't really like a planned out type of thing. It was very much like oh, okay, my husband's job moved, and so it moved, and then we literally had like a month to figure out where we were gonna live, where we were gonna move to, where the kids were gonna go to school, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So, and we ended up moving like literally the day before school started. So we did not move all of our stuff. We only had like a 5-minute walkthrough in the place we're living now that we're renting, and it wasn't like, I don't remember what furniture would fit, you know, like I don't think anybody would have. So we didn't end up moving a lot of our furniture up. We ended up leaving it back at our house, that we were staying in, my mom's house, because our oldest daughter is living there right now. So she's still there. And then our other house was on the market, but we do have an offer, but it's not officially sold yet. So I'm not going to jinx it by saying it's sold, but it's in the works for being sold. So once that sells, we'll feel a lot more settled in, and we'll be able to figure out a little bit more about how we can kind of like get rid of things, and we can finish all that. But for now, we are here. We are loving it. It's been a big change for us, but also Oscoey shop is gonna be closed for quite some time. I made the decision to close it last year because I didn't have like a dedicated space, and I never was able to even get my stuff unpacked. Like all of my stickers and everything is still in the original like boxes that I packed them up in when we moved in spring 2024 we moved. I get mixed up. But I decided what I was going to do is kind of pause Oscoey shop for a while. You know, I'm a little nervous about like the tariff situation in the US. So I'm just going to kind of pause that. I did not make any money at all, like zero money, and dealing with the taxes was kind of difficult. And so basically, long story short, I'm going to start a new YouTube channel, Cozy Oscoey, and I'm just going to focus on sort of like the cozy hobbies that I've been doing. I'm going to focus on diamond painting. I'm going to focus on cross stitch, reading, let's see what else, Legos, coloring, kind of just like the cozy stuff that I kind of do anyways, and just sort of kind of show all you guys what I've been working on. I do have a little bit of a Diamond Art Club problem. I'm not sure if you've seen, I did have a couple of videos on my Oscoey YouTube channel from unboxings. I may have done another order this week in anticipation, of course, of creating this channel and showing you guys what I bought. My hair is so fuzzy. It's always fuzzy because I do a lot of swimming now, so that's good for me, but also makes my hair very fuzzy. Anyways, so I will unbox those once I receive them. They haven't come in the mail yet. I did order some of the Halloween ones that just came out. I think I ordered 1 or 2 of those, and they had a delayed ship date. They weren't going to ship until like the 16th, I think, at the earliest of October. So hopefully I'll get those in the next week or 2. I did see that one of mine has shipped out already. I bought a Peggy Collins one that was low stock that I really wanted. Peggy Collins is my new favorite artist on Diamond Art Club. I also really want one of the Thomas Kincaid ones, but friends, I need to be careful with my budget. You know, we have a lot of moving parts going on. It's getting to be holiday season. We just moved. We've had to buy furniture. I do need to buy like 2 bookcases. We never really bought bookcases when we moved into our house. And my books sat in boxes for over a decade, and I, you know, really wasn't given the space to display them so I could see them, because I'm very much like, oh, I see you, I want to read you kind of reader. So I need to buy 2 more bookcases, and we're kind of waiting on some things. Probably won't be able to buy them until after the first of the year, but once I get those done, I will get my books out and I will be able to do some more reading. I have been doing a couple of reviews on oscoey.com. The latest one was The One Kingdom. I just reviewed that a couple weeks ago, and I'm supposed to review Bringing Up Bebe, the one with the French. She goes to France and has a baby, and it's all about the differences between French and American parenting. I cannot find that book to save my life. I don't know where it is, and I've looked, but I've moved twice in the last year, and I just can't find it. So I may or may not read it or review it. I did reread it, and I did start to think about what I was going to write out. And I think I even have like some of the first draft written on the blog, but I don't know where the book is, and I can't take a picture of it if I don't have it. So I tried looking through my pictures. I was like, oh, maybe I already took pictures of it and then I gave it away. But no, I don't have any pictures of it. So I have like one that's like really, I think I used it like in an Instagram post. So it's not like, I usually have this kind of a formula to how I do them. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but it's still on my list of books to review. And it is a good book. I first read it when I was pregnant with my middle daughter, and it's been, you know, a decade or so. She's over 10. So my perspective now is a little bit different than it was when I was pregnant. So, I was going to put that in there, but I do have a couple of the books that I've read. I read The Spell Shop, and I read, The Lost Bookstore. I think they were gifts given to me last Christmas. And guess what, friends? I read them within a year. I read them within like 6 months of receiving them as gifts at Christmas time last year. So, I'm so proud of myself on that. They were both good. I need to review them though. Maybe I'll do those next, but I honestly, I don't know where those went either, because I don't know if I packed my books that I recently read or not. And there's a whole stack of boxes in my living room that I need to go through. But I did unpack some of my books already, and some of them I do need to read. But I've not been reading because, should I do like a little like do? I've been working on my 2025 Stitch Along for Heaven and Earth Designs. Not only do I have a diamond painting problem, but I also have a Heaven and Earth Designs pattern hoarding problem. And I did the 2025 Stitch Along with Innocent Dreams by L&L Designs, which is the bunny pattern. It's called, everyone calls it the bunny pattern, but it's like a little baby rabbit. Very cute, tucked up in a little cabbage leaf. And I started at the beginning of the year. I think they released it. I think the Heaven and Earth Designs released it like the week before before January 1st. And so I did start it like right away. And I got pretty far on it, and then life happened. So I did not work on it until last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago. Until we moved into this current house where we're living up north. So I've made a lot of progress in the last couple weeks. I am now at like 4,100 stitches. 4,100 stitches. I am halfway through the first page, whereas before I was maybe like a quarter of the way when I first started. So my goal is to finish the first page this week. I don't know if I will be able to, just based on my schedule this week, but it's my goal. It's a pretty firm goal. So I'm going to stitch as much as possible today and tomorrow, and then see where I'm at for Friday. Friday, I think I can stitch in the morning, but I don't know about the afternoon. We have sports stuff going on this weekend, and my husband and I are going to have like a weekend away. So I'm not sure exactly what's planned, but I have a lot going on, and I'm not a traveler with my stitching. I prefer to do my diamond painting at sports practice and travel with that. So I'll probably bring that with me. I'm hoping to finish. I'm working on Peggy Collins stained glass. Diamond painting, it's like flowers, stained glass flowers, I think is what it's called. But I did not buy the full version off Diamond Art Club. I did buy the Diamond Art Club on Amazon, because that is what I'm doing with my coworkers. They didn't want to spend the money on a large one, which I totally respect. So we went with the small one. But I may buy the full one if sometimes, because it's so beautiful. Anyways, so I'm working on my Stitch Along right now. I did buy the limited edition Santa Claus on a Bicycle. I don't know what it's called, but from Heaven and Earth Designs right now, this month, October. So confession, I've gotten a little bit out of touch with Heaven and Earth Designs the last few years, because I told myself I was going to finish the patterns I started before I bought another one, which I broke this week. But I didn't realize they were doing limited edition patterns, and I feel like I probably need to purchase those a little bit more frequently. I have looked in the past and I haven't really been interested in them, but I realized I don't have any like holiday Christmassy type cross stitch patterns. So I bought this Santa Claus one that I really like, and I'm going to start that one after I finish Innocent Dreams, because I do want to, in January again, or hopefully they'll release the 2026 Stitch Along early this year, like around Christmas, so that I can work on it over Christmas. But I will be doing that one. I will be doing that one again next year, and I'm hoping to finish it a lot earlier next year. I'm really working on stitching. I'm not working right now, so I do have time to do these things, although I am very busy with kids stuff and like still moving and dealing with all of that. I have applied for a few jobs. I moved far enough away that I wasn't able to keep my last job that I had that I loved. It was very stressful, but I did love it. So I'm kind of applying, but not really. I kind of want to focus on my blog and crafting and all of that. So I will be posting a bunch of like unboxings for Diamond Art Club, and then floss tube. I will be doing a bunch of floss tube for my stitching, and then, you know, just kind of like what kind of cozy stuff I'm doing that week or month or whatever it is. So look for that. Let's see. I have been coloring a little bit, but I really have not had the coloring itch. So I'm stitching, I'm doing diamond painting. I'm very excited to start a fall diamond painting after I finish the stained glass one. I'm also working on Plumera and Literate Dragon by Randall Spangler. Part of what I bought from Heaven and Earth Designs this week is, I don't know if you remember, I think I mentioned it in a previous video, but like I lost all of my digital copies of a bunch of my Heaven and Earth Designs patterns when I got my latest laptop, which is now very old and I need to replace. I'm going to replace it this winter. It's so old and bad, and I'm having problems with the sound, and it's just bad. So I am getting a new laptop. I've just been putting it off as long as possible because I don't like buying new technology, but it's been fine, but I do need to replace it. Ugh. So but when I got this one, like 7 or 8 years ago, I think it was right after my youngest was born. So it was probably 7 or 8 years ago. And we got it used, so it's really old. But I lost all my diamond paintings. I don't know, like there was like confusion. I don't know, but I thought my husband had backed up all the files, and he thought that I had backed up all the files, and I lost them. I had printed out copies, so I have printouts of a lot of them, like Sunday Delight, I have Computer Wizard, I have Amulet and Emmeline, I have my quick stitch Literate Dragon, like I have one other one that I think I printed, but I lost all the digital copies. I was so upset. So I did rebuy some of those this week. And then I did get the new, I think it's Josephine Wall, but it's like a girl with a rainbow dress and it's like a rainbow cloud. I might start that one in January along with my stitch along. But also I have news as far as my Literate Dragon, which I'll do in another video. That one, I don't know if you remember, but I'm doing the diamond painting along with the cross stitch, and then I'm going to put them up next to each other. I'm doing that for Randall Spangler ones. That's why I have Couch Dragon in both a pattern, and I may have lost that pattern, so I may have to rebuy that one. It's weird, like I look at my cross stitch folder and I have it triple backed up now. I have it backed up in my OneDrive and I have it backed up in Google Drive. But I couldn't see Couch Dragon, so I thought I purchased that last year, and I don't know why it's not there. So I'm gonna do that one, diamond painting and cross stitch. I'm working on Literate Dragon right now, diamond painting and cross stitch, and I'll have an announcement about that. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try and post at least once a week. I have a bunch of diamond paintings to unbox. So I'll be doing like kind of like a quick little recap of each of those, and then I did get a new order, so I will unbox that order when it comes. And then also I've been watching a lot of diamond painting channels while I stitch, when I do my cross stitch. So if you have a channel and you want me to watch it, I can just leave it in the comments down below. I am looking for stuff to watch while I do my cross stitch, because I'm going to be doing a lot of cross stitch, but it can't be anything really, like I can't be too, like it can't be too thought provoking. Like I was watching The Ghost Whisperer, that old TV show with Jennifer Love Hewitt, but I had to pay attention too much and I was messing up my stitches. So I prefer something that I can kind of listen to and glance up every once in a while. And diamond painting hauls, or diamond painting, work and chat, work and chat, or whip and chat, or something, whatever there's like a term people use. Those are really good. I haven't done any cross stitch ones. So I don't know, for some reason I don't like watching cross stitch while I cross stitch, if that makes sense. But I have watched some of the cross stitching, like work and chat, whatever ones, as well, but not while I'm doing cross stitch. For some reason I don't like doing two at the same time. I like watching diamond painting while I'm cross stitching, and I usually don't watch TV while I diamond paint though, so I usually do that when I'm watching sports practices. But if you have a channel you want me to see, leave it down below and I'll watch it, and then I will comment or a video. Also, check us out on Instagram. So my Instagram is Oscoey Xanth. I may create a new one for the Cozy Oscoey channel. I'm not sure. I'm mostly on Threads with my Oscoey Xanth profile. So if you do want to check me out on Threads, I'm there. I probably will create a second Instagram for Cozy Oscoey. I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of it because I don't really want to log in and out and switching profiles. I've never done that, so I'm not sure how easy it will be. So I have to figure out that. But check out the blog, oscoey.com. I did my latest book review there. I'm going to probably post another one in the next week or two. I'm going to do my diamond painting hauls. I do have a discount code for new people to Diamond Art Club. But my goal with this channel is not necessarily to make a large amount of money. So my goal is to any money that I make as far as Diamond Art Club, I think they give you discounts or gift certificates, then I'll use that to buy a new diamond painting and review that one or something like that. So I don't really have any sort of business goals in mind. It's more to kind of show off what I'm working on and motivate me to make progress because, motivation is key and self-care is what I've been about for the last few years. I do have some cross stitch patterns kind of in the works, but I don't know when I'm going to reopen Oscoey shops. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably not be at all this year. It probably will not be at all in 2026. It probably will not be until 2027. Just because I know I have a lot going on the next year and a half, 2 years. So probably not then, but you can still check us out on the channel. Thank you for watching. As always, I hope you have a great day. Just take care of yourselves. Get plenty of rest, plenty of fluids. Get some exercise in there. I've really, now that we moved, I'm having to walk the dogs every day. So I'm getting at least 20 minutes of walking in every day, which has been kind of nice. 10 minutes per dog. They do get walked more than that, but that's the bare minimum that I do. Plus taking them out more than, I don't know how many times a day I take them out, but that's the bare minimum is I get at least 20 minutes of walking in a day, which is nice to have that kind of built into my day. Ask me again when it's cold and rainy, because right now the weather's been so far pretty good. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.